Hello Virgo, welcome to Grow to Glow Tarot. This is what you can do for your mental health for about the next month or so. What can Virgo do for their mental health? Bottom of the deck. We are no longer in Scorpio season, but Scorpio, changing your thinking, transforming your thinking to transform your behaviors. Didn't we get this before? Or who else got this? I've shuffled this deck. I know I put these back differently. We've got death, strength, overcoming your obstacles by taming your passions and reaching deep within for your spirituality. The King of Cups, taming your emotions, studying your emotions. Tower, the Hermit, and Cernunnos, the Devil, with the lovers sleeping underneath them. Okay. Interesting. Because I've shuffled this deck, I've done a couple of other readings, but I even broke up those cards before, but they've come back in almost the same order. It's interesting. So clarifier for the Star and the High Priest. And there's King of Cups again. Clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles. That one went really far to the right. Clarifier for the Page of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords twice. More clarifiers for the Page of Swords. And that is interesting because the Five of Wands and Temperance just came out for Taurus together, but not with the Page of Swords. And I put them back in different spots. Four of Pentacles. Clarifier for the Four of Pentacles. I also had the wheel, but in a different position too. clarifiers for the Four of Pentacles. Got Eight of Pentacles twice. Clarifier for this Four of Swords. And we've got Strength on the bottom of this. Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. The Fool, where you're having the mental health. You need to build up your skill set and come up with a plan. So this is, all about overcoming obstacles. Yeah, overcoming obstacles spiritually, using your spiritual, your higher self, help from the universe, whatever you want to think about it, to overcome those obstacles. So we've got the Star in the reverse and the Hierophant. So don't give in, don't stay stuck in tradition or ritual too much, because that's going to block your creativity. It's going to block your flow, block your desires, and your healing. If you stay too stuck in ritual, you might need to get guidance. This Ten of Wands is all about simplifying. Simplify things, delegate things, get yourself out of the mess by simplifying things. You need clarity about your emotions. You got King of Cups. So you need clarity about your emotions. Don't let your ego get in the way. This is an interesting Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about your ships coming in. So yeah, once you get better control over your emotions, once you get more anchored, moored in your emotions, and you get some more clarity, you need to, not rush in, not let your ego get in the way. Don't be naive about stuff, especially if somebody's offering you like the crown, like they're offering you the kingdom, and you might think, this is the path I want to be on, but there could be some hitch to it. There could be some hitch to it. So it's like, you're getting what you want, but at the same time, if you're letting your ego get in the way and you're being too naive, there's something you won't see. Okay, there's something that you won't see about it. There's some issue that'll come up down the road. We have Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, feeling like you're going around and around over the same issue, the same mental health issue, like you're not able to make progress and make healing. You're needing to look at things from a different perspective. You want to manifest stuff, you want to have this healing, but you need to get your act together. there's almost a crossroads here. So there is a path that you're going to need to choose, but you're needing to look at things from different perspectives. He's up on a cloud, but he's also creating the clouds. So getting that higher perspective is going to help you get out of where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling unappreciated at work, where you're feeling stuck on a mental health issue in regards to your manifestation, like you can't move forwards. And then we've got Page of Swords in the reverse, not seeing things from different perspectives, not healing your thinking, not moving forwards. Five of Wands, Temperance, and the Wheel. So being able to change, brainstorming how you can make these changes to move forwards, how you can get away from this feeling of competition or this feeling of not being quite good enough creatively to move forwards. You're figuring out how you can adjust things in the way that you're thinking about it in order to make changes. And there's some studying going on. There's some, really going within and looking deeper, spending time with yourself and studying your mental health, studying what you can do to actually move forwards instead of keep going around, instead of keep skirting the issue, or there's a memory somewhere. Pay attention to your dreams. There's a memory somewhere that you need to find that's going to help you with this. It's going to help you with this brainstorming. Yoga might help you too. Sorry. I don't know why, but it might. So this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this is all about instability. Be mindful of greed, either from yourself or those around you, creating instability, creating mental instability. Be mindful of like overspending, not necessarily greed, just like overspending because it's the holidays, especially somebody doing it. You can see in the upright, the chest is not in the limelight. It's in the dark corner. It's not near the window. It's in the dark corner. Sometimes I read this as somebody stealing money or as somebody depositing money into the chest. It could be either. So with it in the reverse, be really mindful of, stuff being done that's not quite in the light, that's kind of being done in the dark, in secret, that's hidden, and it's creating instability, whether it's something you're doing or somebody else is doing. Could be something somebody else is doing. And there's that crossroad. The Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles again. There's that crossroad. The Queen of Wands talks about, your luck. It also talks about your joy in life and your ability to connect to yourself, and how that's affected by this instability and this decision that you need to make This one is interesting because the Two of Swords are actually being held by a person. Normally you see them and it's like the person is holding the own swords, like they're gonna sort of chop their head off because they can't make this decision. Here it's like there's two people barring the person's path, and the person, you can see them, they've just got their hands up to their ears, like they don't want to hear it, like they don't want to make the decision to overcome these two people and move through them or move around them. Like they're ignoring this decision that needs to be made on what they're going to do, and so their path is barred. I mean, there could be two people who are kind of fighting and you just don't want to hear it, you don't want to deal with it, and that could be what's creating the instability and why you need to reconnect to yourself and what brings you joy in life. Reconnect to nature. Have a fern, grow like a Boston fern or something like that. Sorry, I'm not sure why Boston fern came up either, but yeah, there could be like two people just kind of blocking you. There could be a lot of fights going on around you and you're just trying to like ignore it for the sake of your mental health, but it's creating this instability. So you need to reconnect to yourself. And here the Eight of Pentacles is in the upright as a clarifier for this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, when it was in the reverse over here. So this Eight of Pentacles in the upright, it talks about mastering skills, mastering your mental health through working on it. The person in the Eight of Pentacles is a master craftsman because he puts in the time and the effort to work on building these pentacles that you see on the ground underneath him. So mental health, like everything else, it does take time. It's an exercise. But you see him through the doorway and you see your future through the doorway. There's a doorway that opens where you have what it is you want. You have these pentacles and you have the skill set you want. So reconnecting to yourself where you're feeling unstable, reconnecting to yourself and working is going to open this doorway. When you make the decision to focus on yourself a little more than focusing on other people, like it's fine to take your hands off your ears and to listen to what people have to say, but you don't have to, just because you listen, you don't have to like participate in their arguments. You don't have to let them control you, or their negative emotions, their negative, like their greed, their envy or jealousy or any of those things. You don't have to let that into your life. Like you can set boundaries and say, no, I'm not listening to this, or no, I'm not choosing sides. Like, you're both my friends. I love you both. Don't put me in the middle. I am not a pawn for you to argue over. That type of thing. When you reconnect to yourself and your strength, your inner strength, that can really help you build up that stability. So this Four of Swords, it can talk about, things you might regret on your deathbed. It can talk about being sick. It can also talk about simply taking the time out to rest and contemplate things, to really look at things deeper, to think about things in a deeper way. and we've got the Lovers and the Six of Wands. So two people here fighting, and like you're in the middle, but over here there's like a bunch of people surrounding you. You know, one has like victory in battle, one has the world to offer you and like kingship or queenship, and the other one has like the golden apple, um, the golden knowledge, right? So there's all this victory, but there's a choice that needs to be made. You know, your cup of love is yours to give away to whoever you want to give it away to, including yourself. You don't have to give it away to anybody else, right? No matter what they offer you. Your mental health is more important than things people can offer you. Okay? So the Lovers is about making this choice that's right for you, that's right for your life, that's within your values, within your morals. You're needing to make this choice, and the Six of Wands is about victory. Having a victory in the way that you define the victory, right? And you'll notice he's holding up the golden fleece, that in the Ten of Wands, where you don't have this healing and you're feeling kind of stuck and burdened, it's sitting at his feet, where you're needing to simplify and break yourself out of this. It's sitting at his feet, but here he's got the victory and he's holding it up. So really think about what is within your morals. What is something that you really want? Nine of Swords. Don't let your fears and anxieties, don't let the past control you. Don't let that be what makes you decide. Okay? Don't let that influence your decision. The choice should be based on the here and now, on the present. The choice should be based on what's best for you. What is within your morals? What is within your values? What is it you ultimately want? The Four of Swords, again, is a clarifier for itself. And you see this Four of Swords looks like a wheel, and the person is in front of the wheel. They can spin the wheel and they can control it, right? By what thoughts they let in, what thoughts they keep out. This is all about your fears and anxieties, blocking those. There's a tower, and the tower talks about an aha moment. It talks about a change. It talks about emotional. Sometimes you have to destroy something to create. Like if you're a painter, you have to destroy the white canvas by painting on it to create the image that you have in your soul, in your mind's eye, the image that you want to paint onto it. So the tower, it talks about this destruction that brings about creation. And this aha moment that you're going to get when you're sitting and you're contemplating what is right for you, and you're taking your fears and your anxieties out of it, and you're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at your emotions differently. You're looking at your thoughts differently. And how you relate to the people around you differently. I hope this was helpful. Take care of yourself, Virgo.